welcome to episode 100 of Aurei plays Factorio Seablock. We're gathering prerequisites for blue science, and let's see where we're at. So we have, for the phenolic boards, we'll have the wooden boards, we'll have the resin as well. So for this we need the ferric chloride solution. Here I'm just gonna... Ooh, this looks fancy. Let's research that. Ferric, let's go over here. Ferric, yeah, there we go. Ferric chloride solution. Okay, how are we gonna make this? From iron ore and hydrogen chloride gas, or from some other mod thingy? Yeah, that doesn't seem to be what we want to do. So, and I think we actually make this somewhere. Hydrogen chloride gas. I'm pretty sure we make it down here. So the issue is we are bringing the chlorine up here. Chloride? No, chlorine. Chlorine it probably is, right? Yeah, so we're making hydrogen chloride gas up here. So we can bring that up. Or we could bring up the hydrogen and use that instead. I'm not really sold on either one of those solutions. It might make sense to bring up the hydrogen, given that this, like, it's easier to, whoops, let me fix that. To bring up, like, the components. But we're, like, the problem is we're gonna wanna do the, we're gonna want to tap into the iron ore at some point. Oh, okay, so this is backlogging. Because we have such an iron backlog, it's not a problem, but it's, yeah, this is gonna repeatedly come back to us. Yeah, let's just grab some copper plate and use that. Yeah, we're gonna have to deal with this at some point. Let's just make some space. Okay. That should make sure that some of this copper is getting consumed, and then this will go and run again. Though it's not even both. Well, okay, so now it's not both lines, right? It was both lines, but now it's just the one, because some of it is getting processed from here. Yeah. Yeah, so we're getting a little bit more iron ore out of it. Yeah, we might actually, yeah, I switched this back. We could switch this one back to sapphirite as well. That would work. So this is, oh wow, this is actually backlogged as well. Yeah, I guess because the output over here is not too great. Oh, and this only outputs on the far end of the belt. That's also interesting. Oh, and this actually manages to backlog a lot. That's kind of awkward. Yeah. Okay, I'm no longer... We're gonna have to fix this spaghetti at some point, and my hope is that it's not before robots arrive, because once we get robots, this is gonna be easy as pie. Okay, yeah, this will run itself, looks like it. Yeah, and this will also be fine. Yeah, so let's look, yeah, so the hydrogen chloride, right? So let's see, we're bringing oxygen up here, we have the chloride up here. Yeah, and this is kind of awkward. Do we, let's see. Do we want to do like another fluid bus somewhere? Like we can just make this bus number 2. That makes a decent amount of sense, right? Just bring the chlorine over here, bring the hydrogen over here. The only issue with that is that we need to have a way to sneak it either through this or through this. We could do it over here as well. That would actually be quite clean with respect to the other fluids, and the chlorine is actually here. Yeah, I like that actually. Let's do it like that. So we'll bring the chlorine up here, we'll get it, and then move it to the left. We'll bring the hydrogen up here, move it to the left. Yeah, that seems fine. Because yeah, the hydrogen that we have here is probably the whole system as well, right? Yeah, this is the central hydrogen supply as well. So that's pretty nice. Yeah, let's do that. Let's. What else do we want to get? Let's go for. What do manganese ore? Okay, I don't know if we've ever. Yeah, cobalt steel. We'll just research stuff, and there's gonna be a lot, and we're gonna figure it out. Robotics 2. Interesting. Yeah. So we. Okay, I don't know what button I pressed to open up that interface. Yeah. We're gonna bring these two up. The only issue is, yeah, I guess. Okay, so we could also like build it over here and then bring up the ferric chloride solution. Yeah, that's also nasty. Ooh, what about, let's see, iron ore. We should be able to make this with, yes, this recipe, right? And this is something, I mean, we do need crushers still, but yeah, so we need crystallizers, crushers. So to do this for dedicated stuff is kind of overkill, but I think in this case it might make sense. Yeah, because it's gonna make sure that we have enough iron ore for this stuff. Yeah, we could also move some of this sorting, crushing stuff over. That might be relevant. Yes. Is that what we want to be doing? Maybe it is. Let's see. So, can we... Yeah, I am gonna switch this one over. Let's see. Let's just remove this pipe for a second, make sure it empties out. Okay, that might be easier said than done. Let's put this in here. Yep, you... okay, yeah. Are you emptied out almost? Okay. So we're gonna switch you over to stereotide again. You probably were this at some point, and we're gonna go like this. And then, oops. Yeah, we're gonna turn around this belt. Though actually it looks like this doesn't matter here, right? Because this is backlogged. would it matter if we improved? I guess we can upgrade. Oh, this is already an ore crusher too. I guess we want another one then. Yeah, let's put that down. And we have an ore crusher 1 here. Okay, let's just use that then. Let's get a couple inserters. And we'll go like this. Just copy over the settings. I don't think those have any settings anyway. Yeah. Okay, let's see. This looks like, color-wise, these look more similar than these, but maybe that's just something weird. Okay. You guys, yeah. So the issue here is the output, right? It's ought to be. Let's see. We're gonna make sure. I think there's no reason for this to make a. Yeah. Okay, let's go up here. Let's have one with offset over here, and put down you guys. Okay. So the other issue that's going on here is that this actually gets priority, right? So because this puts it down earlier, this sort of backlogs on half a belt. But this is now, this should be a little bit slower than that one. So I'm not too worried about that. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, this should be good. We'll just leave this as is. Yeah, so we're gonna bring up the hydrogen and the chlorine, and yep, that's just gonna be that. Let's make sure we have a path for that. Yeah, this should be good. We can just chain it through. It's gonna be a little bit cramped, but I'll make. I think we'll do the hydrogen over here, and maybe we'll do the mineral sludge, like right next to it. That might be logical to do. And then, oh yeah, we could actually. It might make sense to do the purified water. Yeah, that's actually. That feels like a no-brainer. Do we want to do that? It's just gonna be a lot cheaper, right? And we'll keep the stuff for, yeah. I don't know if it's gonna, does it matter anything for our loops? We're gonna have more for power production. That's the main thing, right? I don't know what we're doing, so let's just continue researching random stuff. Yeah. Let's bring up the chlorine. Let's bring up the hydrogen at least. And if we need to, we might want to consider bringing up that stuff. Okay, that's gonna be over here. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so we would want to have a way to maybe, yeah, we would like to get iron up here, right? So maybe what we want to do is actually start processing the iron and just like set up this stuff with the iron. With the, what is it? Chloride ore. Let's see what that would get us. So then we do this thing, right? And we would do sorting of that, and it would get us silicon and more nickel, right? Nickel is the one that we're still not using, but all the other ones are kind of useful. So it would get us extra silicon. Yes, so as is, I think... So the alternative is to sneak a belt of iron ore up here, right? That's also fine. Or we could do the production right over here. It's really ugly. Yeah, I don't think I want to go there. That's just too ugly. Like, or we sort of claim like little spaces over here. That's a way we could go about it. But scale-wise, like we're just going quite slow, right? So that's totally fine. And like this is not gonna be our full-scale everything factory. So I think from that perspective, I'm actually good. And then we doing it over here, but then we might as well like pipe over the product that we need, because it's not that big of a distance, so I don't really want to be making it again quite so near to this. So let's go over here. We're gonna empty you out. We're gonna get you over here, and then like this, right? So over here, and yeah, we might as well. We could just sneak it like in between here. It's kind of nasty, but it will really work. Right. Ferric, chloride solution, iron ore. Yeah, we can just put like a chemical plant like down here. That seems okay. We'll just run it through here. Let's do that. It's kind of dirty, but I like it. And chemical plants. Let's get that. And yeah, here we go. Ferric chloride solution. We're gonna set up a splitter. So the advantage of this actually is that we're not gonna have a big ass backlog of iron ore for this machine. That is a pretty solid reason why we can do it this way. Okay, yeah, this gets us the ferric chloride. Okay. So, if we look at this, we can now make. This we can now make. This we can also make. Okay, so that's gonna be good. Right, so if we look at the blue science, we need nitrogen gas, which we have as well. Oh, here we need methane gas apparently. Let's see. If we look at this stuff, like we probably need to either scale this up big time or do something else fancy with this. This is gonna get us methane, ethane. Yeah, so this looks like this is probably the methane output, right? Yeah. Yeah, so methane is actually a real short supply. So we need to figure out what the proper way is to make that. Oh yeah, we can do either of these. So we can either do naphtha fuel oil, which is just a little bit, or we can do methane. So yeah. Yeah, so I guess we're at the point where we need to figure this out. Let's see. Okay, fuel oil. We can make that from nutrient pulp, which would be kind of efficient. We also get it out of crude oil and... Oh yeah, okay, so we can get it out of crude oil and we currently burn that. So that's basically the problem, right? So fuel oil from crude oil is gonna give us exactly what we want. And we can do, if we have advanced oil processing, we can do stuff in the way that we want it, but this, and we can probably burn these in oil burners as well, maybe. Fuel oil, we should be able to at least. Maybe the base mineral oil as well. So actually, this is a perfectly good reason to make sure that our power production is gonna drop a little bit, because we're actually gonna need the oil. So what I want to do is make sure that we switch over to washing with the proper with purified water instead of using the ceramic or the carbon based stuff, because that's gonna decrease consumption from this loop, which is gonna be pretty key if we want to keep living basically. If we look at our power output, like the steam, and so if we took away the steam engines, that's quite a big hit to our power, right? We could probably do without, but we're not gonna be happy about it. So that's something to keep in mind. Like we could do it, but it's gonna be tricky. So I first want to make sure that we could go without it, and then we're actually gonna go ahead and do that. So the only problem is gonna be, yeah, that we're not storing any alumina. So let's go ahead and do that to make sure that this is just producing alumina. Yeah. So we're gonna get some in a chest here, and we don't happen to have some hidden storage of... I have a little aluminum ore here. Wait, is that not? Oh, it goes in the powder mixer. Yeah, we need a little bit more here, and then we'll get another 12, which will kick this off. So then we'll get like half from that, because there's 2 inserters over here. I mean, it's gonna be fine. This we could actually scale up hard if we ferry over some of the silicon over here. How much is in this chest? Ah, this is still split as well. Yeah, I am gonna limit this. I maybe should have done that before. Yeah, so actually that might become problematic at some point. We'll have to figure that out. Yeah, so we're gonna make sure that basically once we have the alumina here, we can craft the new filters, and those are then good to go. Okay, let's see what research we want to be doing. Let's just continue with advanced smelting of stuff. We want to use nickel for something, if possible. But it doesn't look like it has many applications. Oh, this is the advanced smelting, of course. So we might need nickel for something, but then the technology is not locked behind it. Okay. I apparently pressed that button again. We're gonna cut this episode here. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.